a name for the baby. What will you call him? Tell us his name. That's what everyone wanted to know. Elizabeth's sisters and brothers, her nieces and nephews, her cousins and neighbours and friends, they had all come round to celebrate the birth of her son. They knew how long she had prayed. They knew how long she had waited. They had shared her surprised delight when she discovered that she'd be having a child at last. And now they wanted to know his name. Perhaps you'll call him after dear Uncle Ezra, suggested one of her sisters. Or Grandfather Saul, suggested another. Look, he has his smile. Or what about our father, added one of her brothers. It would be such an honour. And that's when Elizabeth held up her hand. We have already decided on a name, she announced. We will call him John. The room went quiet for a moment, and then Elizabeth's oldest sister asked the question that everyone wanted to hear. But why do that? No one in our family has ever been called John. And that's when Elizabeth turned to her husband, Zechariah. He had been sitting there quietly, for that busy angel Gabriel had taken away his voice, remember? Zechariah nodded and smiled a mysterious smile. Then he picked up a writing tablet and wrote on it clearly so that everyone could see. His name is John. And the minute he did so, Zechariah could speak again. Praise God, he shouted, and he didn't stop talking until he had told them everything about the angel's visit and God's promise, and how Gabriel had told him exactly what the child's name would be. This boy will be something special, he concluded. God has great plans for him. And so God did. For when little John grew up, he went to live in the wilderness. He ate locusts for his supper and wild honey for his dessert. And he told God's people to change their ways and be sorry for the wrong things that they had done, so that they would be ready to meet God's own special son.